up in the boxing chat. So look, Ricky, if you haven't been around or whoever isn't in tune to what's happening with Shakur's next fight, it's kind of funny that we talk about Shakur moving around the ring because Turkey came out and said, "Look, we have a surprise for Shakur on Saturday, a ring that shrinks as the fight goes on." Shakur says he's ready to deliver a beatdown to William Zepeda, and I know the Mex. He said it. This is his quote, and I know the Mexican is prepared for the challenge of the biggest fight of his life. That's what Turkey said, quote unquote. Don't come find me, anybody. Turkey said that. I can send you the quote myself. Now, fellas,
Hold on. Turkey said they going. Hold on. They waited to have. Hold on. Where did they come up with this? You're going to shrink the ring for Shakur to have a fight.
as it goes on, no, as the fight goes
It's gonna
on,
be
the
getting
ring
smaller and
is going to
smaller.
shrink. Yeah.
Okay, hold
So
on. Is this gonna be for
round
all
one,
the fights or Shakur fight?
it say Shakur. It say Shakur.
Ty, go ahead defend your man, Ty.
You stop laughing.
He'd be the first boxer in history that had to get a shrink ring. Believe this. I'm not going. Look, Matt. Look. As much as me and Ty go back and forth, let me say this out here. I am a fan of Shakur, and I think that's very disrespectful. But Ty, go ahead defend your man, Ty.
I'm not gonna defend anything. All I'm gonna say is that they say that Jake Paul is a circus on fights. That's gonna be a circus fight. Like, why are you shrinking the ring? Like, it's Zapata that like that much of your guy now or something? Because that to me that makes no sense. Because if you would have shrank the ring with Ali and Foreman would have won that fight. If you would have shrank the ring on Tyson versus Holyfield, Tyson would have won that fight. So why take away somebody's advantage away from him just because you want to see a brawl? Boxing's not all about brawling.
I agree with you there, but this is why it's
Get
so funny
get
to
your
me.
get your jokes
They
off, Ricky.
waited.
Go ahead.
They waited to have they. So Shakur has this stigma on him that that he picked the Jets on during the ring that they had to shrink the ring to make an entertaining fight. It would be the first boxer in history that I know. I have I unless you guys know anything like this that this conversation is only around his fight and he's not. I'm if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. He is not the main show of the fight. He's not the main card.
No,
I mean, he's on the main
Kobe.
card, but he's
He's
not the
Kobe.
yeah. So why would they single him out like this? But another thing though, too, this is also his advantage against a fighter of Zepeda. So why are you guys also trying to handicap Zepeda by making the ring smaller? You didn't
So you,
do it for Zepeda previous fights, and my mood did that little change on that one. But all jokes aside, because I was messing with time, I am agreeing that they should not do nothing like that. Not with Shakur. Again, he's proven himself that he is a great fighter. Broken hand or all, not the best punch power, but again, skill set. We watch him beat De Los Santos with one hand. And De Los Santos know that this dude hand was broke and was still couldn't advance the fight. Like we doing that, I feel that that's wrong. I just feel like that's wrong. You shouldn't have to shrink the ring again. If you gonna do that, you're gonna have to do that to a lot of other fighters. And again, that's gonna be taking away fighter advantages. This is gonna be making a lot of injuries. These are you playing with people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the ring where it's at. This is what it's been at for all these years. There's no reason to make it smaller. This no. You know what I'm saying? It's not basketball where you can move the 3-point line back and forth or the free throw line back and forth or the court size up and down. This is people's lives. So we need to keep everything and remain everything where it's at.
so if you Shakur, when you heard about this had to happen within the last week because there's no way you sign a contract unless you just like
Bring me my money.
because ain't no way in the world you gonna play with me like that. Like you said, Ricky, all jokes aside, you're not about to play with me like that. You gonna say this fight gonna be a snooze fest? Is that what you're saying? After you just went out and found the electrician for me to fight, and you gave him
Exactly.
a house and all that, like I thought you was my man. I thought you was gonna look out. Why would you play with me like that? The second thing I got is scientifically, how are they going to do this? Because is the ring gonna start moving in like an escape
Nah,
room?
it probably drop down in my head. How I think it probably be like a skate room type of thing, but I think it's gonna drop down like steps. That's the only thing that makes most sense to me. Like the ring start cutting off and just dropping down like steps. Can you see that? You know how you
I
imagine
see it,
you.
but I see somebody falling. So let me.
I don't know. I mean, but
I don't know how.
they have advanced technology these days, so who knows? They might.
Or is it going to be like an illusion where the ring is still the same size in person, but on TV it's going to start shrinking in, and we going to think that they actually.
That can happen.
I don't know.
But that.
But honestly, too,
This would be my last fight with Turkey, man. I'm sorry, we can't do this.
I'm not gonna lie, that is disrespectful. But another thing is, as a fighter, if I was Shakur, I wouldn't know how to feel, to be honest, because it's like, one, you disrespecting me. I don't know. I don't know either not take the fight or to ask you for more money for playing with me. One or the other. One or
The
the
bad thing
other.
is, he didn't train for this. Nobody trained for this.
That's another thing. You cannot change that last minute. That fight about to come up. You cannot come out and say that you can't not train for this. This is the first time ever. You can't train for this.
So now it's like a psychological advantage on, I would say, either one, because they both got to deal with this.
Who want to see two fighters go to the body, put their feet in the tie, and go to the body? This is not it. This is not
ain't
it.
That little TV stand joint. This ain't that.
No. I hope this is just. I think this is just something that people just getting things started with the fight, getting some commotion, get some motion going on. I'm not believing it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
Hey, stranger things have happened, man.
It was fake.
I hope so.
That better be fake.
All right, fellas. I mean, the time is here now.
Yeah.
That's a dramatic pause for a second. All right, so like I told you all in the intro, if you're new to the Refuse to Lose family, we've done an all-time draft already, but we did an all-time NBA draft. Make sure you click the link below, go back to the main page, and you can check out the footage of that live draft. Oh, I see Ricky notes. I seen your notes. I seen who you picking.
You see nothing.
But shout out to Ty for saying he want to bring it to the boxing world. And what better way for us to come back than us to actually do our own boxing all-time draft. Now, I'm going to give you all the rules. And Ty, correct me where I'm wrong.